C. Wright Mills' Freedom and Rationality in Society. C. Wright Mills was a sociologist who had a unique way of looking at society. He asked tough questions about freedom and rationality in our world. What does it mean to be free? How do we use reason and logic to make decisions? Mills wanted to understand why people often felt trapped and powerless in a society that claimed to value freedom. His ideas about these topics are still relevant today and can help us think about our own lives and the society we live in. Mills believed that freedom was not just about doing whatever you wanted. He thought true freedom was the ability to make choices about your own life. But he also recognized that most people do not feel free because they are stuck in systems and structures they cannot control. For example, someone working long hours just to make ends meet may not feel free to pursue their dreams or spend time with their family. Mills saw this as a big problem in modern society. One reason Mills thought people felt trapped was because of large institutions like governments, corporations, and even schools. These institutions are supposed to help society run smoothly, but Mills argued that they often end up controlling people instead. Decisions that affect millions are made by a small group of elites, and regular people have little say in what happens. This can make people feel powerless and disconnected from the world around them. Rationality, or the use of reason and logic, is another concept Mills explored. He noticed that in modern society, we often use rationality in ways that are not truly logical. For example, businesses may prioritize profit over the well-being of workers or the environment. On the surface, this might seem like a rational decision because it makes money, but Mills argued that it is not rational if it harms society in the long run. He called this type of thinking rationality without reason. Mills believed that true rationality means thinking about the bigger picture and considering the consequences of our actions. He wanted people to ask themselves, does this decision make sense for everyone, not just for me? He thought this kind of reasoning could help create a fairer and more just society. Mills also talked about how people can regain a sense of freedom and rationality. One way, he said, is through education. But not just any education. Mills believed in teaching people to think critically and question the world around them. He wanted individuals to understand how social structures work so they could challenge systems that limit their freedom. For example, if people understand how economic policies affect them, they can advocate for changes that benefit everyone. Another way to reclaim freedom, according to Mills, is through collective action. He believed that people working together could make a difference. Protests, unions, and social movements are examples of collective action that can challenge the power of elites and demand more freedom and fairness. Mills thought that when people come together, they can create a society where freedom and rationality are not just ideas but realities. Mills also had a warning for society. He said that if we do not pay attention to these issues, we risk losing even more freedom. He was particularly worried about the rise of technology and bureaucracy. While these can make life more convenient, they can also be used to control people. For example, surveillance technology can track your every move, and complex bureaucracies can make it nearly impossible to get help when you need it. Mills believed it was important to use technology and bureaucracy wisely and to always prioritize human values over efficiency or profit. One of Mills' most important ideas was that individuals need to connect their personal experiences to larger social issues. He called this the sociological imagination. For example, if someone is struggling to find a job, it is not just a personal problem. It might also be connected to larger economic issues like unemployment rates or automation. By using the sociological imagination, people can see how their struggles are linked to societal structures, and they can work towards solutions that address the root causes of these problems. Mills' ideas about freedom and rationality are not just theoretical, they are practical. They challenge us to think about our own lives and the choices we make. Are we truly free, or are we just following the rules set by society? Are our decisions rational, or are they influenced by systems that prioritize profit or power over people? These are difficult questions, but Mills believed that asking them is the first step toward creating a better society. In today's world, Mills' insights are more relevant than ever. From climate change to social inequality, many of the challenges we face require us to think critically and act collectively. By understanding Mills' ideas, we can learn to see the world in a new way and take steps toward a future where freedom and rationality are not just ideals but realities. If you found this discussion on Wright Mills' ideas helpful and thought-provoking, please do not forget to like this video, share it with others who might be interested, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Your support helps us continue exploring important topics and bringing them to a wider audience. Thank you for watching.